Can Bitcoin actually be serving as a real hedge against monetary inflation? Up until now, we haven't really, separated from traditional finance. But there's been some early signs that I'm going to show you guys in this video that might actually indicate an actual use case for Bitcoin. Keep watching. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another cryptocurrency video. And like the classic style of all my videos, today we're going to be going over the market. We're going to be looking at the flows of money, and I'm going to be showing you guys the most important news that's happening today in cryptocurrency.
Can Bitcoin be a hedge against monetary inflation?
Obviously, that's its intended purpose, and that's why it was created. But up until now, we haven't really seen real signs of that. I'm going to be showing you guys the case for the fact that we have, right, in the past couple of months, things are looking good when it comes to Bitcoin serving as a safe haven. If you appreciate this video, do us both a favor, hit that like button as well as the push notification bell. I talk about cryptocurrency and entrepreneurship. I try to keep things down to earth as possible, and I back up everything with facts. There's no fluff here. I simply just give you guys information that I'm researching on a day-to-day basis so that you can follow it up with your own research and make your own decisions. Let's move into the market. So as you can see right here, gold has essentially been losing a lot of value since back over here, August of 2020. So this is showing one area where, gold is usually a hedge against monetary inflation. We're seeing inflation rise all over the world, which I'll show you guys, and gold just keeps losing value. On the flip side, though, Bitcoin is increasing in value. We have a little bit of sideways action today, but you could see that we've been moving on the rise. Now, I've been talking about in multiple videos that we were going to test new all-time highs. Now, it happens to be that I was right, but wrong specifically about Bitcoin and Ethereum. I thought Bitcoin and Ethereum was going to do it, but it happens to be that the total market capitalization tested, as you can see here, I got very close to testing the all-time high. So maybe it's because I was watching that chart too much. All I know is that the new influxes of money are highest it's ever been. Obviously, we got rejected. If we look at the 4-hour, we're seeing there's a channel here. We're breaking to the downside. Now, literally, just like maybe an hour ago when I was making the market update for Fundamental Secrets, this looked like it was going to reverse, but it looks like it's breaking out of this channel. And we might see some downside to about maybe $1.71 trillion. Now, when it comes to your portfolio, it probably doesn't make too much sense. Just know that we might see some downward or sideways action for the next couple of days. You guys know that doesn't matter. We track investments on a day-to-day on purpose so that we can keep up with what's going on, not get too emotional. But in the long term, it looks extremely bullish. Just in the short term, we might see some downwards, side-to-side action. Who knows? There might be a piece of fundamental news that comes out. There's been ridiculous news that's coming out. PayPal, Visa, big time sales and funding for NFTs. So don't get me wrong, like this can completely reverse. I'm just showing you from technical analysis perspective, we might see some downwards or sideways action. And you can confirm that with like this Bitcoin move right here, Bitcoin USDT kind of making this trend line. We did see this kind of hammer candlestick pattern here, which shows signs of reversal. Again, I won't be able to tell you guys unless we watch this for a couple more hours, right? We'll see what happens. I will say again, in the long term, it's extremely bullish. It's not really a big deal. You guys know, you guys have strong hands on this channel, I could tell. Same thing with Ethereum, kind of rejected off this channel. This was like the make or break moment here. We should have seen it break through. We didn't break to the downside. I could see Ethereum easily getting to maybe around this point, 8% drop, maybe in the next week or so. Again, it's not a big deal. April historically is a bullish month for cryptocurrencies. We're going to see something great in April. I think it's going to be like ridiculous. Actually, I think it's going to be a great time to make some money next month. So pay attention to what's going on. ADA, I'm going to tell you here straight up, I'm buying ADA at around this price here, $1.10 is I'm definitely putting some limit orders because I do think it's going to get down to that point. And when it does, I'm scooping it up. They're upgrading their protocol like crazy. Things are happening in the background that most people are not aware of. I'll show some, something that happened recently. They're getting more and more decentralized. Guys, look, I always talk about market. It's a zero-sum game. People are basically trading amongst each other. I think that's true to a certain extent, but at the same time, there's a lot of projects like ADA that are getting into other worlds that haven't adopted cryptocurrency yet. Other worlds. I'm talking about other countries like Africa, etc. Now, it's still technically a zero-sum game. I know a lot of people, I've been getting a little bit of backlash because I keep saying that. Remember, it's not a zero-sum game, right? This is the way I put it, and this is a hard concept to understand, but we're still trading amongst each other. Even if there's new adopters, there's going to be a time where people sell. Now, if you're saying that it's not a zero-sum game, right? If you're saying, oh, well, they're getting new adopters into crypto, so it can't be a zero-sum game, it's net positive. Well, you're thinking in terms of like 100 years. Like, yeah, and maybe in 100 years when everybody accepts crypto, then it's not a zero-sum game. What you're saying now is not a zero-sum game. But in the terms of like, there's going to be a sell, there's going to be a big top, and people are going to sell off, right? Somebody has to get hurt from that. So I do think it's not necessarily a zero sum game. It's hard to say, but I do think people can get hurt, and that's the point I was trying to make, right? If we look at Dot looks great. Another buy point. I'm probably going to jump in maybe around this range here, $28. If we ever get to that point, I have a good amount of Dot, so I'm not really stressed. BNB, we broke out of this channel, but now we're seeing some downside pressure. It's probably Bitcoin. Now, this is one where it's a very short-term play for me. I know we talked about Binance Chain a lot, but I'm not in it for the long run. They're very centralized. They're trying to leech off of other blockchains. Cardano, Polkadot, the ones, in my personal opinion, they're going to shine. So I'm looking to exit once I'm in net positive. I'm net positive in a lot of my coins, but some of them have dropped, significantly in the recent, since over here. Right. So again, I'm looking to get out. I'm looking to make some money, right? Short term, and then increase my Bitcoin Ethereum position. You guys know how I cycle trade this. It just depends on when. I think we can see a big leg up like soon. I just don't know when, right? We're definitely making our way down to at least $256. But from there, we'll reevaluate the situation. There's going to be, once we see like a big flux of money, altcoins or whatever the case is, I genuinely think this market's going to turn around for Binance Chain, and we're going to do some numbers. Okay, guys, let's move on to other news. This is big. Chipotle is giving away $100,000 in Bitcoin. I don't know why they chose Bitcoin. Maybe they're trying to capitalize on the hype. They're not accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment, but they're just doing this random giveaway, which is very interesting. Maybe they're trying to get some of the, cryptocurrency community involved. Who knows? All I know is it's just crazy how they're all trying to capitalize at the same time. Like, they're all coming out the woodworks at the same time. Visa, PayPal, they strategically plan this. It's not like they're just randomly doing it, right? They definitely have some type of, agenda in the background. CoinShares doubles its earning in 2020. More bullish signs, more companies making money off of cryptocurrency. We're going to see the US Treasury Department moving forward with more regulation. We're seeing it happening. They're kind of being pushed into a corner. Appears to be as focused as ever on the issues of cryptocurrency. They're trying to make it, they're trying to figure things out, right? And put more regulation. It's always a good thing for cryptocurrency. Maybe in the short term, depends on the regulation. They might ban it. But the thing is, guys, it's a peer-to-peer currency. It's like a get with it or get left behind situation. I don't see like every country on earth at the same time banning it. That would be the only way we could really take it down. I think it's going to be, the regulation is going to be in favor. Now, they might track your wallet. They might do everything they possibly can to get their taxes, but that's expected. You should be paying your taxes and not trying to evade, it. I don't know how to put this. Don't be penny wise and dollar opposite. Don't worry about like that 10%. Worry about making money, right? Crypto wallet startup IM token raises 30 million in Series B. More projects making more money in crypto. VCs are still excited about cryptocurrency. The bull run's not over. We're gonna have a massive leg up. Things are gonna happen in the future. Spot prices for new Bitcoin mining hardware hit 5-fold premium. Guys, people are buying mining software or hardware, I'm sorry, for more money, 5 times more money. Obviously, the miners are making money. Obviously, this is a clear sign that the bull run's still here. People still think that, we're going to 100K BTC. It's very interesting to see what happening in the background, in other areas that have nothing to do with the actual price of Bitcoin, because these are fundamental variables that will push it over the top, right? The short-term technical analysis, again, we keep up with our investments so we can prepare ourselves emotionally, but fundamentals, man. I don't know what you want me to say, but it's doing really well. NFT marketplace Super Rare raises 9 million in Series A funding round. Guys, more money being made by cryptocurrencies. Coinbase hires former SEC director Brett Redfern. Basically, what I want to show you guys is, I've been talking about this for like 6 months, right? And the reason I'm looking at this right here is because I've told you guys USDC is going to be like the, United States stablecoin, in my personal opinion. I think it's the best shot. I don't think they're going to come out with a whole new one. I think they're just going to partner with Coinbase. We see Coinbase executives going to the SEC. We see SEC executives going to Coinbase. So they're obviously colluding and collaborating. Maybe this is a new world order. I don't know what you want to make of it. All I know is, for a fact, we're getting more institutional interest into cryptocurrency and stablecoins. And when they jump into stablecoins and they realize that Bitcoin is a better form of currency, the reason why Bitcoin is so good is because the increased purchasing power, right? Even if you're getting into stablecoins, you're still losing money to monetary inflation. The value of the dollar is still dropping, right? So when they realize this, they start migrating. But it's a good way for institutional investors and people with a lot of money to learn about cryptocurrencies before ever getting into Bitcoin. Remember, people with a lot of money, they don't want to see 1000x gains, right? We do it here on the channel because I know a lot of you don't have as much capital, right? We talk about 100x coins, 50x coins, etc. But remember, these guys get scared when they see these numbers. They want something stable. They want like 10% a year. They want 12% a year. When they hear 50 to 100% a year, they run for the hills, right? So in this case, this is really good for institutional adoption. We're seeing more and more banks, hedge funds, big players, medium-sized players. And this is great because now it's making room for bigger hedge funds with, the biggest hedge funds on planet Earth, and the biggest, and the biggest pools of money, right? So pay attention. Crypto derivatives exchange Delta raises 5 million. More bullish news. Bakkt launches a consumer wallet app for digital assets, including Bitcoin. Pay attention. I don't know what else to explain to you guys, but like they're obviously timing it. April's historically a bullish time for cryptocurrencies and altcoins. So, we just tested all-time high for total market capitalization. Can Bitcoin break the 62,000 barrier? I'm not saying it's a long shot. I'm just saying they're obviously pushing this in a specific way. We haven't seen this news come out in the last month. Cardano wallet upgrades version 4.0.3. Its first stable release for the 4.0 timeline on March 30th. Basically, they're making it more decentralized. This release also includes a countdown to the fully decentralized block production. They're making the security better. They're obviously working in the background. You need to pay attention to Cardano. It looks like a good buy. From the price regions we talked about in the beginning of the video, pay attention. This is interesting. 11 billion in fake Uniswap volume causes DeFi project index to clash. Interesting. Some guy figured out how to inflate and create, fake volume for their coin. Uniswap trading volumes are higher than normal. A developer has created a way to inflate Uniswap trade volumes on custom tokens. Is this an issue for Uniswap? Will they be faking volumes, right? This happens a lot. This happens a lot with, centralized exchanges as well, not just decentralized exchanges. They do everything in their power to fake markets so that people can come and buy in. Was Uniswap doing this for other coins? Who knows? We'll see how they respond to it. This will show how good the team is. This will show, the transparency. It'll show how they basically deal with catastrophes, right? This is one fundamental variable. We have it on our checklist with the fundamental secrets. There's literally a checklist, and one of them is literally how they deal with big negative news, right? So this will show how strong the team is. You need to be paying attention. You need to be quantifying this for your investments, especially if you hold Uniswap. If you don't know about this and you're holding Uniswap token, you're not doing your research or tracking the correct way. Pay attention. Also, this was really interesting, but this is actually true. This bot buys BTC every time Elon Musk tweets about Bitcoin. One time, and I'll be making a video soon. You guys will see it. I literally took, what is it? The meme coin, Dogecoin, excuse me. So I took, and I don't have any Dogecoin, but I took the price of Dogecoin and I related it to Elon Musk tweets. And pretty much every time he tweets about Dogecoin, it jumps like 7%. So someone made a bot out of it. I thought it was interesting because I actually made a video encouraging people to do this like 3 months ago, and somebody actually pulled it off. So you guys, like I told you, like ideas are worthless. I tell everybody the same thing every time. Ideas are worthless. Execution is everything, right? And if you want like more motivational, entrepreneurship content, we have a whole nother channel. Go to the link in the description below. It's my entrepreneurship channel. We talk about how to fix your mindset to be able to pull off things like this. Like okay, I know, it's like a far shot for someone to learn programming, but if you can make millions of dollars and change your whole life by just learning code, I don't see what the problem is. You're learning a new skill, attack it with all force and effort. And if you fail, well, at least you learned a new skill, right? It's just crazy how people think in a negative way. Just pay attention to what I'm talking about here, guys, because I'm the only one offering this type of information. Interesting news when it comes to macroeconomics. Buying climaxes continue to jump, just hitting the highest level in a year. A buying climax is when a stock makes a 52-week high, but then closes down for the week. The trend in buying climax is a warning sign of weakness under the market, basically saying the market's getting weak. Now, we've seen stocks recently crash a lot. A lot of people are talking about the stock market crash. Now, this is a little bit old, right? As you can see here, March 23rd. So they obviously accurately predicted this. Great website to look at when it talks about basically they're trying to predict the top of, traditional finance or what's going on in that market. They're trying to, kind of predict a recession / depression. So you get a lot of useful information there. Euro area inflation rate increases to a 1-year high. Italy inflation rate is increasing as well. Greece retail sales are decreasing. We're seeing signs all over the world. Poland inflation rate increasing 3.2%. Pay attention, the world. I'm not saying it's coming down. I'm just saying there's signs of the crippled economy. There's obviously countries doing bad. There will be effect. There's going to be an effect. Now, people think it's always short term, like 1 year, but they think in like, monthly basis, weekly basis. Look, there's going to be some type of negative, reaction to the pandemic. There has to be. We already seen a lot of signs of it in the United States, but there's going to be a bigger impact. There has to be. So they're showing signs all over the world. So just pay attention to that, guys, because it's, you just want to be prepared for these things. And Bitcoin's showing that it could be a hedge against monetary inflation. I told you guys, look at gold, right? Look at gold since August 2020. Gold has depreciated a lot since August 2020. Like, wow, it's crazy. Gold is like literally usually does good in these times, down 20%, right? While Bitcoin is just continuing to increase and continuing to show as a hedge against monetary inflation. This was interesting. iPhone user blames Apple for 600K Bitcoin theft. Somebody made a fake Trezor app on the Apple Store. Pay attention. This is why you need to be saving links. We talk about exactly how to navigate the internet the right way and fundamental secrets. I talk about it on this channel as well. Don't get finessed. Don't get scammed. This is the easiest way to lose your money. If you don't know what you're doing, guys, I highly recommend you find some resources and you look into it. You can. Do you know? You guys don't even understand how many people come to us about losing money, like $50,000. Never in the comment sections of my videos, guys. Like we have hired people just to clear out spam in my comments, and they couldn't even do it. Like I hired 2 people to do this, and I had to let them go because it was ineffective. They have bots. They create thousands of bots of my name, like in my channel. They take my images and they just spam my comments. Do not listen to my comments, right? When you click it, just make sure they have the subscribers, right? I will answer a lot of your comments. I'm in the comment section, right? Don't get me wrong. But if I'm ever telling you to go to WhatsApp or any type of number, right, or I'm asking for your investment, the only way you could ever get in contact with me or my team is through my website, thefundamentalsecrets.com. If you never signed up for that website and you're getting contacted, most likely it's a scam. Pay attention. Do not respond to anyone on Telegram, WhatsApp, none of that. I will not go there. The only place we do it is thefundamentalsecrets.com. So if you submitted application, then you will get contacted through WhatsApp if you're in another place, like in another part of the world, right? If you're in the United States, you're most likely getting a call, right? So on your actual cell phone. So they're not gonna be able to get your cell phone number. Just pay attention. Don't get scammed. Pay attention to the apps, right? If you have, make sure you have the original Trezor app, the original Ledger app. And then once you have it, save the actual URL on your computer and your phone, right? Make sure you have the actual app, right? Just pay attention, really. If you pay attention 99% of the time, you're going to be okay, right? If anybody's asking for your private key, that's a big red flag, okay? Bitcoin flash crashes 2K in 5 minutes, liquidating 600 million in longs. I've told you guys thousands of times. I'm not doing this because I don't know what I'm talking about. I know what margin and leverage trading is. I've done a little bit of it, and I really do think people can make money. Now, the chances of you being able to pull off making large amounts of money in the long run are slim to none. The question is, can you make money? The question is, can you make money against Bitcoin and Ethereum? And statistically, people can't, okay? And it's reason because of this. It's extremely volatile. Like, how can you do that when Bitcoin looks extremely bullish and there's a flash crash by 2K in 5 minutes? Like, who can anticipate that? This market's way too small to be leveraging 10x. It's just way too small because this big, guy can literally look at the leverage long positions and they can collude with other whales and liquidate you on the spot. And it could be the exchange itself. I'm not pointing any fingers. The exchange itself could liquidate you on purpose because they make these fees, right? Because they're whales too, and they have money, and no one knows where the money is, right? They can liquidate the longs and then bring the price right back up and buy the bottom, right? So they make money by liquidating you through fees, and then they make money by buying the bottom. It's ridiculous, but you guys really, really just not. It's like greed. There's so much greed. I see too much greed around YouTube. Just pay attention, guys, to what's going on. On the macro level. Don't always look at it from a very small, like I made $20,000 in the past 2 days type of vibe. That you might as well just go to a casino, right? It's just like a drug hit, right? Don't let these people take advantage of you. I really try to save as much as possible. People are always mad at me because I don't do like these margin, trading or leverage trading courses and stuff. Like, there's people coming in always asking for it. I'm just like, man, like I can, make a course and sell it to you, but like, no, I'm not going to take advantage of people. I have integrity. This is why you watch my channel. So yeah, pay attention. Last news, but this is like probably the most important. Basically, in traditional finance, there's a big trading firm. They're about over leveraged and about $10 billion defaulted on his margin call. And it's crazy because look, US margin debt reaches record $800 billion. An investment group headed by Bill Hang, however you pronounce that, a former Tiger Management hedge fund manager with a history of wire frauds and insider trading, identified as the fund that caused the panic on Monday. Guys, this is crazy. While Bitcoin's price is increasing, we're seeing all this manipulation in traditional finance. The margin call on 10 billion fund can send core holdings down 50% in a week, $5 billion lost. There's a lot of banks that are backing this. What do you think happens during the next market-wide shock with a record 800 billion in retail leverage unwinds? This is scary for traditional finance, but Bitcoin's serving as a hedge against monetary inflation. It's not like evident, it's not like strong, But all I know is while these things going on, while gold is dropping, while the world is increasing inflation, while traditional finance is taking advantage of more and more people and making these horrible over leveraged positions, right? Bitcoin just continues to rise consistently on a monthly and weekly basis. Again, when in doubt, zoom out, right? Let's go look at this in the weekly, right? Come on. Who can argue with this, right? No one can argue with this growth, right? While everything around is crashing and burning during this pandemic, Bitcoin is holding strong, making new all-time highs, and showing the world that we can have a different form of currency. But that's it for this video, guys. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one. Alex here. Quick update, quick announcement, guys. I have a new community number. So I got a second phone. You could directly text me. I'm answering all questions. My new phone number is 954-758-5473. Again, that's 954-758-5473. I'm answering all comments. Go ahead and text me now. Let's have a conversation.